You are listening to High School Football, where sports is the plain, comedy is the pilot, and the sweet Jeeba is our jet fuel. Please sit back and enjoy the ride.
He didn't claim the ninth one. Remember, he had to go to court and take a DNA test to prove that was his ninth child. With Mel B. Hey, Mel B, come to me. I'll claim every one of them my kids.
That's my baby.
That's my baby. You be my baby mama, and I'll just keep doing it. Go ahead, Whitney. Marshawn. It's on Marshawn. Steam room for about 3 days.
See, Marshawn, this is where this is Aaron's magic moment. Come on, can we get a...
That's a magic moment.
Aaron's magic moment for being the dude who also talks about how fighters need to have honor in boxing, and when a fighter lost, that didn't mean they were a lesser of a fighter. They came back and proved that they were still that good, if not better. And then he talked about he was a boxer. He like, nah, man, I'm fighting these weak fools. I ain't taking on these hard fools to prove how good I am. I don't care.
That's because I'm not a boxer right now. I'm Aaron Grayson, and everybody know Aaron Grayson might got a good solid chin if you hit him from the side, but you hit him from the front, I'm dropping like Glass Joe and Mike Tyson punch out.
I'm dropping like Samuel L. Jackson and Unbreakable.
Hold on, did I ever tell you guys about Marshawn's pro career?
What are you doing?
So Marshawn actually skipped amateur boxing. He used to go box all the time. When I first met him, he was a boxer. And I needed that in my life. Because I needed someone, because I ain't took a punch since my father hit me in my eye when I was 10 and dropped me. The crazy thing is, I didn't even cry or nothing. I was just yelling that he hit me. I couldn't believe it. He dropped me.
You hit me.
I'm like, you hit me. You're supposed to be teaching me to fight and you dropped me. That was the greatest lesson I ever
Defense,
got.
no.
So I met Marshawn, and let me tell you, Marshawn had a professional career. Marshawn came out boxing, and he was going against a UFC fighter at a club one night. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, I didn't know what you're talking about.
I know you wasn't proud of that moment, but you did.
No.
But you did. He don't like talking about it. He's humble. He's proud. He hated that it happened. But I'm gonna tell you this: it was some dude that was disrespecting Marshawn's wife. He said, "Hey, dude, just don't disrespect me. We going home. Don't worry about it. Don't say nothing." Dude said something again. Marshawn said, "I'm just asking you not to disrespect him." Then he hits the glasses off Marshawn's face. Next thing you know, Marshawn comes with the combo like most boxers know, unlike UFC. Hits him with the combo, hits him with that 5-5-5. And next thing you know,
it was the 1-2-4 I hit him with.
1-2-4, but he dropped before you got the forearm.
Yeah, that last swing almost threw my shoulder out there.
He swung so hard, but the dude was already dropped. He was already on the ground. The crazy thing is his homeboys after the dude hit Marshawn was telling Marshawn to walk away. Like, hey man, he a UFC fighter, man. He UFC trained, man. Just walk away. He didn't know he was fucking with someone that did boxing, who a punch ain't gonna throw him off too much. He just gonna come back with the fucking combo.
Man, it was weird to me. I refer to that dude as Baby Chuck Liddell.
Chuck Liddell.
Baby Chuck?
He came out.
He literally had a hairdo like Chuck Liddell. I was like,
he was falsified.
Marshawn Weaver, is your name Rashad Evans?
He put him on the ground.
Sugar Rashad Evans.
I guess because he was hanging out with a Brazilian dude. Like, I know jiu-jitsu too. I was like, hey.
I know Paulo Freire.
The craziest thing is when the police came, they said, hey, they asked Marshawn if he wanted to press charges. His home dude hit him and knocked the glass off his face. And Marshawn go, nah, that's all right. I already knocked him out. It's all right. He told the cops that. It's all right. I already knocked him out. It's good. It's good. We good now.
Well, I did want to pay for my lens that he lost. I was not happy. That was prescription glasses.
They weren't prescription.
Prescriptiones?
Hey.
Man, oh, man, you know how hard it is to drive with one lens at night?
Hey, so come on, what you think?
I knocked the black off your ass. I knocked the black off your ass. I knocked the black off your ass. I knocked the black off your ass.
Hey, so see, Marshawn, hey, the Cutty Bang, you didn't tell us the Cutty Bang can make 2 drinks.
Yeah.
Dude, it was so much alcohol. We poured the alcohol in first, and we realized the alcohol take over 3/4 of the cup. without pouring it all in.
3 baby bottles.
So we basically had 2 Cutty Bangs here, and I'm gonna tell you this.
This is the thing I like so much about Cutty Bang is it's a drink that's well underpriced. If you look at the ingredients you gotta put in to make a Cutty Bang, it's like, hey, wait a minute, dude. Like, I'm getting over here. Because they give you a shot of rum. What else they give you?
Tanqueray gin.
Some Tanqueray.
So
those 2 shots alone, I'm like,
and then you get two shots of gin.
That's what, depending on where you at, that's $6-7. If you going with Jericho, it could run you about 10 to 12.
Well, for $10 for 3 pot stickers, I don't mind if it's lamb meat if it's cured and it's aged from the times of Jesus. Because usually when I eat lamb, I like to feel real biblical.
Biblical? This nigga said
biblical. I go out there and try to find me a Mary and Magdalene.
This nigga scuba diving, nigga. What you? I was saying, I fucked up. Hey, you scuba diving Cowboys?
That's that Cutty Bang.
Hey, Marshawn, the Cowboys are back, bro. They're back.
This fool said the Cowboys are back, Marshawn.
Cowboys are back, man. It don't matter. Cowboys are back.
Because they beat Detroit?
Exactly.
Cowboys are back. Detroit didn't win none of that
They
noise.
beat a team that's going to win probably 5 or 6 games.
Detroit didn't win none of that
You
noise.
do realize the Niners beat Detroit, and I was just like,
It ain't no more Cutty Bang.
Yeah, you want some Cutty Bang? A little sip in here. You take a little sip. Cutty Bang.
That's the ass of it.
All right, say that quick hitter.
We heading into quick hitters. Quick hitters.
Quick hitters.
First subject. We hitting Robert Woods. Had his house burglarized. The wide receiver for the LA Rams had his house burglarized.
That's
Ram sacks.
So last week, Yasiel Puig had his house burglarized for like the 4th time while he was playing. And then you got Robert Woods while he was playing. New lesson in LA. Don't have anything.
don't move to the valley. You two making multi-millions, and y'all move to the valley. Get a condo over in Marina Del Rey, Santa Monica. Where you know you got on the clock 24-hour security.
Mr. Robert Woods, it ain't all good in your new neighborhood. You got all this money. Where's your surveillance? You should know who this is. Soon as they came to the porch, you should have been up on there like, hey man, get off the block right now.
Man, all you would have done is been sitting there watching who stole your shit.
Is there a syndicate of athlete burglars that know when all athletes are away from home and they charting it out right now?
Could be.
Could be. Hey, be careful, man. It's a conundrum. You famous, but that also means that people know when you are not home.
Have we seen Mr. Woods' social media? Is he flexing on the ground?
This is my question. If their house got broken into, where was Eric Dickerson at during that time?
Eddie Murphy proposes to his now fiance, who's having his 10th child.
My quick hitter for this one is Eddie. I'm glad to hear that unlike your ninth child, you claiming this one.
Why does every white woman who has a superstar husband or boyfriend looks like Kelly Beckham?
Apparently, Eddie Murphy got enough money to just keep fucking.
What worries me is the fact that I forgot what I was gonna say.
Exactly, dude.
When he cut my shit out about Eddie Murphy.
50 Cent's baby mama is upset with 50 Cent because he will not allow her to do a TV show with who's the other rapper? Damn it, I don't know.
Nas wife.
Nas's former baby mama about basically living life without child support.
All right, so here's the problem. Here's the problem with that one, real quickly. All those love and hip hop, you fucked up. You made all these baby mamas think they can have a reality show and make some money and get semi-famous. That is the problem. My problem is love and hip hop. You make this shit real. Here's the cool. There is no love in hip hop, just a lot of groupie sex.
Oh, I forgot to do. Do you know how much he supposed to give her almost $250,000 a month? I was just like, whoa, man.
And that's the reason why I still pull out. Jesus did it. I'm gonna do it too.
Shit, what we talking about?
God damn it, man! This Cutty Bang is really fucking up this show. Get you to tell me that once you drink a Cutty Bang, you might as well just sit on the street corner.
Why you think they on the street?
That's what they marketed it so.
They can't move. They can't move nowhere after drinking a Cutty Bang.
Nah, you would think that they a wino. You find out that they a lawyer.
You made so much off 50 Water. Just pay her to tell her to leave it alone. Yep, exactly.
She should probably sue him for fraud. This fool was up there rapping, talking about have a baby by me and be a millionaire.
J.R. Smith tattoo. Hey, J.R. Smith, his tattoo, Supreme tattoo on the back of his leg. Aaron, what you got on it?
That dude's just fucking ignorant. That's all I can say. J.R. Smith, you the reason why one of the reasons why the alt-right exists.
Time for you to retire. The next tattoo he should have is 2019. The last year he'll be in the league.
J.R. Smith.
Yeah, J.R. Smith.
Didn't he used to hang with Bullet Head on that show of the Steve Harvey show?
I'm switching my whole view on J.R. Smith. He's resilient. I appreciate everything he does. No matter how much just cooning and niggerosity he can engage in, he still has a job paying him multi-million dollars a year to play a sport of basketball.
He says born a certain height.
Kanye on SNL.
They tried to bully me.
Kanye had a slightly pro-Trump.
Slightly.
I don't know.
All the way pro-Trump.
Man, I only saw bits of it, and I was like, man, it's as much pro-Trump as it is pro-ignorance.
It was pro-ignorance and definitely was my take, Kanye. I'm ready for you to, plan out your next thing you're going to do, next album, make it, come out with it, go get your wife, beautiful wife, couple of her family members, hop on that bus, head out towards the desert, like you're heading towards Vegas, but get off right before it hits the 15 and find a large rock and just crawl the fuck under it.
In the words of my man Rob Parker, man, just another cornball brother who done got some millions in his bank account.
Kanye West, I think, is a zombie. And he belongs in a padded room. Who wears a MAGA hat with a Kaepernick sweatshirt?
He has whatever issues, personal issues, mental health issues that he's dealing with, but he's also in a situation where it's very conducive for him making money and sustaining his lifestyle to engage in things that are controversial, which might not be good for his type of person because he seems to already be controversial, but he's gotten controversial in a way where he's coming from so much money, wealth, and people just being like, everything you do is tight. Like I said, he made a song called Poopity Scoop, basically. He talked shit, he said shit, and people still ate it up. He's coming from a place where nothing he does not bring him more views and more money and more fame to his brand. So he's coming from a place of privilege where that is his overarching idea. And his idea is that he's doing it kind of renegade. He's not tied down to any of the mainstream social constructs that he should be tied down to as this person. He's trying to do it as a maverick. So what I'm saying is that Kanye, he might be in what you call
lives matter.
He might be coming from a sunken place. Some people say he's coming from a place not of sunkenness, but of an air of privilege, because he's got so much money and so much affluence in his circle of what is important to him and where his life revolves around, but it is very successful for him. He has nothing to check him, and so that's a real issue. And the more the public outcries it, the more he gets hit. So he's feeding the frenzy. Kanye has officially sold out. He is worse than Common on all them IBM commercials I've been seeing.
Wow.
Hey, Jared, I know you wouldn't laugh, but I thought this was a quick take.
I was going to say the same thing. This dude just fucked up the whole quick take.
My bad, I'm sorry.
Jared, I literally watched 3 series of football before you was done.
That felt so epic to him.
Quick hitter, Bill Cosby, but more so the quick hitter is on his publicist and
quick
lawyer.
Hitter, Bill Cosby, publicist, lawyer.
Who came out and was saying all kinds of wild shit.
I guess you were saying all kind of wild shit so you won't get fired like the lawyer. Good job.
Mr. Cosby's doing great, and Mr. Cosby knows that God is watching over him. He knows that these are lies. They persecuted Jesus, and look what happened.
Ooh.
Mr. Cosby doing great. Mr.
Marshawn.
Cosby don't hate.
Why
Marshawn.
is it that everyone get caught doing dirt and then they reference themselves to Jesus?
He started extrapolating about a war on powerful men and whatever. I would say a war on white men is like a war on money. That concludes our quick hitters for the day.
We got to thank our special
We want to
guest.
thank our special guest, Marshawn. Marshawn, thank you for coming on with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, man, any last final shout-outs you'd like to say to your Twitter fans out there that are following you around the world through our High Score 510 podcast?
First of all, I don't have Twitter fans. I always believe, like my man Drake said, Twitter fingers turn to trigger fingers. Or trigger finger turn into Twitter fingers, whatever it is. So I like to stay out of that matrix.
I can't believe you gonna come on this show and reference some high yellow nigga named Drake.
You said the N-word.
I can't help it. Man. I'm talking about Drake.
That brought it up.
That Spice Drake came up. He know I don't like Drake. He know it's two people, it's two niggas in this world I don't like, and that's Drake and Nick Cannon.
We will be in contact with you anytime we have a Cutty Bang or we have any boxing insight we would like to get. So we'll be in contact with you. Thank you for being our resident boxing and combat sports expert.
Mm-hmm.
All right, brother, man. Hey, you have a good rest of the night. Stay blessed, my brother.
I'll let you later, Geechie.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Good night.
All right, Cowboys.
Cutty Bang.
All right, we're getting ready to start our Cutty Corner shout-outs. Cutty Corner shout-outs. So let's get ready. We're going to play the music to get started on our Cutty Corner shout-outs. Are y'all ready? Any last little things y'all want to say?
Just play the shit.
Oh, nigga. You eat it, nigga. That shit isn't too loud. Hold on. Cutty Corner shout-outs. Cutty Corner shout-outs.
It's time.
We're burning now.
God, if you let it in, help!
So cold and bleeding now, now, now.
I'm here for this, man.
Gonna let you down.
He had sex with my mama.
We're broken people now.
Doctor said I need a pachyatomy.
You know what, Jared? That was actually a good intro. I hope you didn't spend too much time on it. I know you probably spent the whole day and a half. But
Ain't too much time on that.
I actually gotta give you credit. That was actually good. That's actually good. I'm gonna give you credit.
Broken people now.
Hey, so, excuse me, will I smoke my spliff? I don't gotta do that. Excuse me, will I smoke my spliff? That Bob Marley, I shall I heard that. Yo, bumper cut ass, blood ass, bumper cut ass, nigga. Tell me about your Cutty Corner shout-outs, because we bought bad weed of a dude named Cutty in New York, who was Jamaican.
This is a horrible Jamaican accent.
I don't know what I'm doing right now.
We're broken people now.
Yeah! And that nigga owe me $5.
Aaron, your
All
Cutty
right,
Corner shout-out.
so my Cutty Corner shout out goes out. I just want to let you know Kamal is also, he's not single, unlike that. We put him on the non-single side of the table.
Yeah, come on.
So
you
Kamal's
shout
over
out.
there, he's not single. And we started at 4 o'clock. We started our plan, and Kamal got here at 4 with Jared. I showed up about 4:25. We started talking, we planned, we did some things, we had a little fun, we talked, we got acquainted, and we got started. It's now 8:12, so going on 4 hours. He has not rushed us one bit. I was able to walk the dog in the middle of the show. And he wasn't tripping. He said, go ahead. Go ahead. So with that being noticed, my Cutty Corner shout out go out to our other two hosts who are usually on the other side of that table, Brandon Bernardo and Adarius Coon Chang Jenkins Bell. Because they always got something planned, or I got to get back at this time, or that. We used to do this show early in the morning, and then Jared had the great idea. Jared was right. Hashtag Jared was right. He had the great idea that we were going to switch to later, because every time we do in the morning, one of these coons got to leave. Like, after 45 minutes, like, hey, man, hey, my girl outside in the car, oh, I got to run and get this. Oh, I'm sorry, man. You know what? I'm on some kind of duty for in about 5 minutes, so I'm going. So I'm going to do my Cutty short out while walking out the door.
Yeah! And that nigga owe me $5.
Exactly.
Man, well, since we got a Cutty Bang, I want to give a shout out to all you Cutty liquor store owners out there. Because you motherfuckers is on some bullshit. Let me tell you something what I got from the store today in your little Cutty Bang, man. I got me like I said before, a Bacardi, Lemon, and a Seagram's gin, Tanqueray gin, and pineapple juice. Why do I need 2 different gins? You know what this means? This means you are selling something that you don't even know anything about. You don't indulge in these things, but you're gonna sell this shit to the black community and all the other people out there struggling. So y'all coming over here, opening up these stores and selling some bullshit, and you can have me out here throwing up and barfing and looking like a straight up nut outside. But you don't know that, because you trying to make $7 plus tax. I don't know where this plus tax comes from either. So I'm gonna give a shout out to you motherfuckers with names that sound like mine, but you don't really fuck with my kind. I'm talking to you today.
Papa's got a brand new bag. It's a man's world.
Living in America.
My Cutty Corner shout out goes to
Don't tell me you didn't think about today.
I did.
You did or didn't?
My Cutty Corner shout out goes out to the people who are spending $500 to go see Jay-Z, Beyonce a second time around on some tour that they just added a 2 on to emphasize that it's different from the first time.
We on the run too.
I've been on the run too. I was playing flag football a couple weeks ago. I was on the run every time I caught that ball.
On the run eating.
I'm on the run too. Anyways, people spending so much money to go see a concert where the music don't sound nearly as good, the sound system ain't nearly as good.
They do put a lot of production in.
They do put a lot of production, but hey, that production ain't as much as they put into the production of actually shooting a video for it. Or the studio time and the whatever. My Cutty Corner shout out goes to people spending that much money on those things. He threw a pick.
Straight to the
fast team.
Look at this.
I'm gonna lose to Nathan this week.
No way. Keep going though with your Cutty shout out.
Anyways, so my Cutty Corner shout out goes out to people spending this exorbitant amount of money on concerts, but beyond that, any other thing. Because I equate this $500 per ticket or $400 or $500 a ticket to see a one-night show that's gonna last maybe 3 hours. Beyonce, Jay-Z on the run tour too. You know what I'm saying? I see that as the same thing that very affluent, wealthy business people do when they spend $5,000 on a plate of dinner to meet and have a meet and greet or a dinner with a a politician. But what I need these people, I need my young people to start being more thoughtful with their money, and instead of spending on these frivolous actions, go and save up a couple months and buy you a $2,000 a plate dinner with your local ombudsman. Okay, do something, make a change in your community. Because if you don't make a change, who is? Brett Kavanaugh? Brett Kavanaugh? They fighting the system by saying it's racism against white men. Just like Bill Cosby's lawyer / PR person.
Mr. Cosby.
They persecuted Jesus. We saw how that happened.
There's an innocent man.
Yeah, so, what I'm going to say is this. Hey,
Dr. Cosby.
You want to see a change in your society, in your community, in your expression of what the world is.
In your community?
You need to be proactive. Stop spending $500 on a plate of nothing at a on the run too. You think they got time to cook you food at that concert? On the run too. They running. They ain't got no time to cook you no food. Go spend you some good money. Spend $5,000 on a plate of food to meet with your local city council ombudsman who can help you, deal with some negotiations and whatnot and dealing with, arbitrary things.
I'd have shot
not you myself. But I realized the white man got better aims.
Exactly.
How does that go, myself?
All right. Well, hey, come on. I made a little jingle for you. I want to honor Kamal for coming on the show today. You guys, we're basically ending our show. We just finished our Cutty Bang shout outs. I want to give a nice little shout out to my boy Kamal for being out here, being the co-host with us. We hope to have him on in future situations. I'm gonna play your jingle, and then I just want you to riff on. I'm gonna ask you a couple questions about you and your background, and you can talk about that, and we'll kind of close the show out with that, and close it out. With a couple questions.
Fuck Rodney King.
Yeah, fuck Rodney King.
You got a jingle for Kamal. Here we go.
Don't trust them new niggas over there, leaving they nigga essence in the air. Them happy, nappy niggas with their fingers on the trigger. Don't trust them new niggas over there. Don't trust them big nostrils over yonder.
Oh, yeah.
They suck up so much air, it'll make you wonder. Don't trust them new niggas with their spotty little nigga figures. Don't trust them new niggas over there.
What's going to happen? Somebody gonna get pregnant.
Somebody gonna get pregnant.
Hey, thank you for listening to the show. We're gonna do a little Q&A with our co-host here. Kamal. So, Kamal, you have been part of a music group in your past, or a production company, or what was that group, and what was your stage name?